Hi everyone, this is Mrs. Keener, and we're doing the Unit 7 test review. This is going to be the free response question. Now it doesn't say here if we're allowed to use a calculator or not, so we're going to go as far as we can without one, and the question should make itself clear if we have to use one or not. You ready? Let's do it. Angle theta measures 215 degrees. I like that. And angle, what the heck? That's beta. Say beta, like alpha beta. It's beta. Measures negative 13 pi over 6. That's ugly. It's negative, and it doesn't remind me of anything on the unit circle. Answer the following questions about theta and beta. Show your work when converting between degree and radian measures, and leave all radian measures in lowest terms and in terms of pi. That kind of means don't use a calculator. Draw angle theta in standard position. So what we're getting used to on these free responses is they give us more than one pieces of information, but they're specifically asking for theta. So theta is 215 degrees. So right here we start at 0. This is 90. This is 180 degrees and 270, and we know we end at 360. So 215 is between, what quadrant would that be in? It's going to be in quadrant 3. So we start here. Are you guys drawing your initial side here? And then we're going to go up and down, and oops, don't we know that 225 is exactly halfway? So we got to go a little less than halfway. How did I do there? That's going to be 215 degrees, which is theta. Draw angle theta in standard position. Check. Then express theta in radian measure. Oh, okay. So we have 215 degrees, and to transfer to radian measure, what do we multiply by? Do you have that memorized? Well, we're trying to figure out 215 is what over 180 degrees. What fraction over 180 with a pi? Now, can we reduce this without using a calculator? I don't know if my brain's working. Oh, there's the darn lights. Let's see if that fixed. Sorry about the video. Okay, we're going to keep going. Okay, there's no zeros to cancel. Let's divide by 5. So what's 215 divided by 5? That would be 20 plus 20 plus 3, so 43. And what's 180 divided by 5? You know what? This is just a day where I need to do long division. I don't know about you. And even then I might get it wrong. 36, does that sound right? 150 plus 30, yep. 43 over 36, can that be reduced anymore? 43 smells prime to me. What do you guys think? I'm gonna go with it. 3 does not go into it. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, nope, 9, 10. All right, here we go, moving on. I'll check my answers at the end to make sure I don't ruin this whole video. So, B, identify a negative angle in degree measure that is coterminal with theta. Okay, we're still talking about theta. We haven't gotten to that other angle measure, beta. So if theta equals 215, to find a coterminal, this is what you should think about. Add or subtract 360. That's what should go through your mind. And if it told us to find a negative angle, well, are we going to add 360 or subtract? Let's subtract. Oh my gosh, I'm having a hard time without a calculator, you guys. So I say you should go grab your calculator. To go backwards, well, I know it's going to be 90 plus 45 plus 10. So 90 plus 45 is 135. So I think it's 145. And when did I ever say we couldn't use a calculator? So let's get a calculator, because I didn't get much sleep last night. My brain's hurting. And you know what? That's the truth. 215 divided by, okay, 215 minus 36. I wonder, can you hear me when I whisper? Oh my gosh, I got it right. Yay, math. Yay. Guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to go check that. Just to be sure. 215, fraction button 180. How do I change that again? Yep, look at that. See, you just have to believe in yourself and the math will come. Identify the negative angle and that is coterminal. Draw this angle and explain why it is coterminal with theta. Okay, that's easy. So 0 degrees, here's the initial side, and to draw a negative angle, we go in this direction. This is negative 145. Explain why it is coterminal with theta. Ready? Negative 145 degrees is coterminal. We're going to repeat the question in our answer with theta equals 215 degrees because coterminal. Co means together and terminal means ends. So because they both end at the same place. Their terminal side is the same. This is a nice review of one of our very first lessons. Okay. Uh-oh. Dun, 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 dun. Now we have to get some work done. Express beta in degree measure. So beta, how's your beta? Beta equals negative 13 pi over 6. So we're going to go the other way. So we're going to multiply by 180 degrees over pi. Now the pi's cancel. And in our calculator, because I went and got one, here's how we're going to do that. So we're going to do negative 13. Where's my negative here on this? Oops, not 2, just 1. And then I deleted it twice. Negative 13 times 180 divided by 6. What's that going to be? Negative 390. You have to put degrees here, you guys. Draw this angle in standard position. Okay, they're not telling us to rewrite it, so we're just going to draw this one. Starts at 0. It's negative, so what direction do we go? We go down and we go all the way around in 360. And then how many more degrees do we need to go? Another 30 degrees. So we're going to go down just a little bit to make our little angle 30. And that's it. Make sure you draw the spiral showing that you went backwards instead of forwards, and that's negative 390 degrees. In radian measure, find one positive and one negative angle that is coterminal with angle beta. Okay, we practiced this in class, so don't play with the degrees. I think we should practice with the radian. So beta equals negative 13 pi over 6 to find a coterminal angle in radians. Remember, we're going to add or subtract 2 pi. So this is already negative, and it says find one positive and one negative angle. So I'm going to add the 2 pi. But instead of adding 2, I need a common denominator. So what over 6 equals 2? Someone in class said, well, you just double it, right? You just double the 6 to make 12. Do you agree that this is 2 pi we're adding? So negative 13 pi over 6 plus 12 pi over 6 equals, denominator stays the same, and we get negative 13 plus 12 is negative 1 pi. What is pi over 6 in degrees, you guys? Pi over 6 in degrees, it's 30, right? And this says negative pi over 6. Do you agree that we went negative 30 degrees down here? So that matches that. In radian measure, find one positive and one negative angle that is coterminal with angle beta. So is this one positive or negative? Negative. So we still need to find a positive one. So we're going to take negative pi over 6 and do what? Add 2 pi again. So negative pi plus 12 pi, so negative 1 plus 12 is positive 11. 11 pi over 6. What is this angle in radian measure? Let's look at the unit circle real quick. Do you see how, excuse me, I mean, we're done with this question. This was a nice review. See how this is positive pi over 6? So negative pi over 6 would be down here, negative pi over 6, And then positive 11 pi over 6 means you start here and you go all the way around, and there's our 11 pi over 6. So that's it for free response question 1 on the Unit 7 test review. Thanks for watching.